First, outer, inner, last. There you go. All right, what's the first? The X. Somebody let Jenny in.
Jenny. Oh, I'm sorry.
All right, so it's x squared, right? Y'all okay? What's your outer? X and 2. Multiply them and you get 2x. What's your inner? Negative 3x. Mario, I see you. I'll be with you in a minute, okay? And then what's your last? Negative 3 times 2, negative 6. There you go. And if you do it correctly, every single time, these guys right here will combine. So what's 2 minus 3? Negative 1 or just negative x. Get it? Got it good? Y'all okay?
Yes,
All right. What about number 13? Function or not a function on 13?
It's a function.
That is definitely a function. There you go. Because it passes the vertical line test. All right. What about 16? How do I do standard form? What can you not have?
A fraction.
Can't have a fraction. Got to get rid of it. Or a negative in the front, right? All right, how do I get rid of it? Multiply by 2. Now look, here's what you did on your test. A lot of you forgot to multiply everything by 2. You just did the fractions. So this would be 2y. All right, you got your calculator? Let's say that you don't remember how to multiply those. You do parentheses, negative 1 divided by 2, close parentheses, times 2. How much did you get? Negative 1x. And then 10 times 2 is 20. All right, move the x over. There you go. Bring it back some memories. All right, what about number 17? Can't have fractions. What are you going to multiply by? Oh, no, too big. 8. You can multiply by 16. It's not wrong, but it's going to make you some really big numbers. All right, here we go. Parentheses, 5 divided by 8 times 8. What do you get?
5.
5. All right, parentheses, 3 divided by 4 times 8.
6.
6y. And what's 9 times 8?
72.
Very good. All right, I got to fix some stuff. What do I got to fix?
Subtraction.
There you go. All right, so we're going to review for your quiz. But before we do that, we're going to do perfect squares, okay? So try not to cheat and look at the numbers. Let's try to do them from memory, okay? If you need to, you can use your calculator right now.
Wait, what is the perfect square?
Yeah, we're going to move it to Wednesday, to next week. Does that sound okay?
That sounds perfect.
Because we're out Monday. We'll review Tuesday, and then we'll do the test on Wednesday, okay? Because, I mean, it takes a whole 5 minutes. Perfect squares, yes.
I remember there being some kind of shortcut you could
All right,
use.
what, 1, 4, 9, 16, 25, I heard.
36,
36, 49, 64, 81, 100,
Yeah.
121.
144, 169.
Okay, we get it, Sawyer.
225. There you go. All right, that was your quiz yesterday, right?
Yes.
Those are already in the computer. It was out of 30 points, which means they were 2 points apiece. So if you got a 28, you missed 1. If you got a 26, you missed 2, so on and so forth. Got a good yellow? Okay. All right, don't cheat, but you can use your calculator if you need to while we're going over these. How did you know that 225 was a perfect square?
Memorization.
You what, Jesse? What?
Tell us, Jesse.
Okay, Jesse. You were right. Okay, Jesse didn't want to tell us. How's 225 a perfect square? Square root of 225 is how much? 15. So this is 15 times 15. So how would I get the next one? 16 times 16. How much is that? 256. What's the next one? 17 times 17. 18 times 18. 364. Where are we at? 19 times 19.
Fifth.
Wait, no, 18, 384.
Wait. Is it 324? Alright, I messed that one up. Sorry. Let's see. 16, 17, 18, 19. That's where I was getting the 6 from. Okay. Alright, 20 times 20. 400, right? What's 21 times 21? Yep. Alright, what about 22? 44 and 23? 5, how much? 29. There you go. And then
576.
And then this is 25. There you go. Y'all okay? We're going to go over them every day. All right, let's go over your quiz. What if I gave you this? And I told you to find f of -7. What would you do?
You plug in f.
And -7 has to have parentheses. You do not say 3 plus 49. You have to square. Like PEMDAS is killing y'all. So it's 3 minus, and then that is 49, which is...
Do what?
6. There you go. All right. Do you see how I wrote my answer? Please make sure you write your answer like that, okay? What if I gave you... there were 3 rules about being linear. What were the 3 rules about being linear?
No exponent greater than 1.
No exponent, yeah.
No variables multiplied.
No variables multiplied. Okay, look at the word. Variables, plural.
No fraction.
No, no, that was standard form. There was something about a fraction, though.
That needs to be like the lowest form, like the simplified.
What, Matthew?
Variable.
There you go. You can't have variable in the denominator. No variable in denominator. Y'all okay? All right, here we go. What about this one? Linear or not linear? Not linear. What about this one? Linear or not linear? Not linear. What about that one? That's linear. What about this one?
Not linear.
Not, because you got letters multiplied together. What about, bless you,
Bless you.
that one? Linear. What about
Bless
that one? Not linear. Why? Variables in the denominator. You got it good, y'all okay?
Yeah.
All right, there were 3 rules about standard form. What were the 3 rules about standard form?
No fractions.
Why is the 5x not one?
Because you can't multiply the letters. Yep. No fractions, right? At all.
Can't have a common GCF.
GCF more than what number?
1.
There you go. I should write the symbol.
It can't have negatives in front.
No negative in the front.
That's
What?
That says AO.
What says AO? Oh, I messed up and it's no. Golly, come on, y'all. So what if I gave you this? Is that in standard form?
Yeah. No.
No. GCF of how much? 2. Okay, now let's talk about this. I want you to identify A, B, and C. Do you see how I'll write them down? Because if you do this, like a lot of y'all are doing this. Okay, I don't know if you know that B is 2 or positive 2 or negative 2. Does that make sense? Like I need you to actually write down 1, 2, and 5. Are y'all okay?
Yeah.
All right. What about x-intercepts? So if I told you to graph that using the x-intercepts and the y-intercept, how do you find the x-intercept? You plug in what number? 0. And the x, you got to have x left, so you plug it in for y. There you go. All right. So that's 0. So what's x? 5. So you can go to the x-axis at 5 and put a dot. All right. What about the y-intercept? For x, there you go. And that's 5y equals 10. So y equals 2. So you go to y equals 2. And there you go. Ooh, 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 ooh. Gotta put my arrows. Gotta put my arrows. Oh, Lord, y'all. That's crazy.
That's so gross.
I know. I know. I need to go back to art class. Is that it? That's it. Y'all okay? All right. So I got several of you. I think there's about 7 of them, or maybe even 8 of them. Checkpoints still on the tray. Please go grab those and finish those if that is you and everybody else. Clear everything off your desk except for a pencil and a calculator.